This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and yes, that is Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta footage that you see in the background of this video. So yeah, I decided, fuck it. They're gonna give you the code if you just pre-order. So first, let me give you guys a tip. If you want to try out the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta, right now, you can go to Amazon.com, or if you want to go to GameStop and give them $5, you can. I suggest you use Amazon.com. It's no money down. All you need is just a card number. You know, you can get somebody, just let them know. All they have to do is just put in the card number. You pre-order it. Amazon emails you the confirmation code that you take to the Activision website and you put in, and then Activision sends you a email with 3 codes. Every pre-order that you do on this, on whatever system, you get 3 codes. Right now the beta is live between today, August 19th, until this Sunday, which is, if I look at my calendar really quick, it's the 23rd, and then from the 26th of August to the 30th is when the Xbox and PC beta that's going on. Now, this footage isn't going to be pretty. It's probably my most decent footage of the night. I was playing with my boy Will, Kid the Gamer. Shout out to those 2 gentlemen. Shout out to Will, because this is the game where all of a sudden Will started to like hit his stride. I wish I could show it from his perspective. He was live streaming some of this, so you may be able to go to J Will's Twitch account and check out the archive. He did started to hit a little groove, and he was just like getting it. Me, of course, I'm not that good at first-person shooters anyway, so you know, getting a game like this for me is actually pretty good. But anyway, so what would you guys want to know about this game that I could tell you? And this is coming from the perspective of someone who gave up on COD back in Modern Warfare 2. Pretty much the nuke, to me, kind of destroyed the way that people play the game. Once you got that, like, you know, carrot on the stick to go after, a lot of people's play styles changed. They started going into the camping, whatever, all that, and it just got like too much for me. Everybody was all about, I need all these perks, I need all these streaks, kill streaks flying all over the place and things like that. And I was just like, nah, I'm really not feeling this. I actually bought Advanced Warfare because I told someone I'd buy it if they do something, and then I ended up buying it. I played it for about 2-3 hours, and then I was like, yep, that's Call of Duty. I've seen what I needed to see. I wasn't really a big fan of what they did with some of the things. I mean, it was okay, but it just didn't feel right to me. Now, when it comes to the Black Ops 3 beta, and mind you, I'm a person who's played the first Black Ops for a few hours at a friend's house and have yet to play Black Ops 2. My first impressions of this is that it's cool. You know, I'm not saying that I'm putting a rubber stamp on this or anything like that. And like I said before, I'm probably not the first person you should come through for Call of Duty, you know, for Call of Duty advice. But it's cool. If you saw in the beginning when I just like started to sprint, or like right now when I sprinted, you'll notice the pace seems a little slower. And it's funny because while I was waiting for this to download, J Will was playing it, and he was telling me that, and I was like, I don't know, I have to see it. But yeah, you don't seem to run around as fast, at least in my opinion, as you do normally in COD. It seems like they have a more measured pace. I hate to say it like this because I don't want to go, I don't want you guys to take this and run with it, but it seems like they're trying to ground themselves a little bit more in a more realistic base than they did before. Maybe, I don't know. It's like the style is still kind of frenetic. You know, you can move around the map pretty quickly. The maps that they have, the 3, they don't seem that big. But you just don't seem like some super fast, you know, killing machine, I guess. You feel a lot more weighted. The wall jump, I don't know if you've seen the trailers. A lot of people, when they first saw that, was like, oh, Titanfall. It's not really Titanfall-esque. It's not really that... I don't even think I've wall ran in this whole game. And to be fair, I didn't see a lot of people wall running. There was one particular map where the wall running seemed to have its place, but it wasn't like that prevalent. Yeah, the wall running is really not all that. Same thing with the jump. Both of them have a recharge, so you actually can't just run around like crazy like you did in Titanfall. You actually have a time limit to when you can do all these things, so that helps. Speaking of which, they have 4 classes open. There's one called Ruin, who has a gravity spike. The other, I actually have my PlayStation open, Outrider, who has a bow and arrow that has explosive tip arrows. The other is a Prophet, who has a charged arc gun. And then the class that I'm playing is the War Machine. It's the battery, I mean, not, sorry, but they have the War Machine, which is like grenade launcher that shoots out like bouncing Betty grenades, sort of. They bounce and they'll explode on contact as well. I love the specialist powers because they're timed. You can have them for about 30 seconds to a minute, so that's not even overpowered. It feels like Treyarch kind of went out of their way to try to put these things in as, like, you know, short-term game changes, but not like overpowered. Like, I can take out someone with that arrow. I can take out a War Machine with that thing. I can take out the Outrider. I can take out the Prophet. They're not like unstoppable forces. Nothing so far feels like super unstoppable. Everything feels, you know, like you have a chance. Kill streaks, they weren't really prevalent. People weren't just throwing those all up over the place. The point system seems pretty fair. You don't get a lot of UAVs going up and all that, Hellstorms, all that. It just seems like they've went kind of out of their way to, dare I say, balance it. Now, of course, this is early impressions. This is after playing for a couple of hours. I have an archive up on Twitch. You can see me playing from this morning. And I'll be playing a little bit more. But first impressions so far, it feels like it's a really decent experience. I didn't find myself wanting to say, you know, fuck COD like I do every year because of the bullshit that persists. All the kill streaks and perks and stuff like that. None of that stuff seemed to come into play early on in the beta. Of course, you got other people out there who sadly are putting out these tips and tricks and all that. Just real quick on that, really, people, you can't review a beta. You shouldn't be doing class setups, and you really shouldn't be trying to do the tips and tricks. It's just such a cheap tool to get views. But anyway, that's my take on it so far. If you have any more questions, please feel free to hit me up and ask me. Alright, y'all, I'm out of here. This your boy Black Vegas, and I'll holler at you later. Deuces.